Welcome again, and let's discuss the supra-sectarian spirit of al-i'tizal or Mu'tazila and its significant impact on Islamic thought. From the rationalist principle of Mu'tazila to their efforts to bridge the sectarian divides, we explore how their ideas shaped the modernist movement and promoted unity within the Muslim world. The supra-sectarian approach of the i'tizal or Mu'tazila was a key factor in inspiring Muslim modernists with Neo-Mu'tazilism. The concept of al-manzila bayn al-manzilatayn, or a middle position, used by the Mu'tazila aimed to reconcile the opposing views, and it has also reflected the spirit of the moderation. For example, while the Murji'a taught that the Muslim committing a serious sin remains a Muslim, and Khawarij considered such sinners as apostate, the Mu'tazila proposed an intermediate stance. And this balanced positions against support, inspiring from the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, saying, "Khairul umuri awsatuha," the best path is the middle way. Building on this approach, the Mu'tazila sought a system that could bridge divides between the major Islamic sects like Sunnis and Shia. Modernists, including figures like Jamal al-Afghani, Sayyid Ahmad Khan, a Sunni, and Sayyid Amir Ali, a Shia scholar, embraced Neo-Mu'tazilism as a platform for unity beyond sectarianism. Prominent scholars like Ahmad Amin and Muhammad Hussein Haikal further championed the reconciliations, emphasizing the neutrality and fairness in their works. And this spirit of unity aligns with the earlier Islamic thinkers like Imam al-Ghazali, Shah Waliullah Dehlvi, who emphasized the tatbiq or reconciliations. In essence, Neo-Mu'tazilism revived the Mu'tazila's intellectual tradition of fostering harmony within Islam. The close connections between Shiism and Mu'tazilism is evident in their shared theological principle, except for the doctrine of Imamate. Shia theologians even adopted the term al-Adaliyya, originally a Mu'tazilite label, and attributed Mu'tazilite doctrines to Imam Ali radiallahu anhu and other Imams. The Zaydi branch of Shiism, founded by Zayd ibn Ali, grandson of Hussein radiallahu ta'ala, is particularly aligned with Mu'tazilite thought, as Zayd ibn Ali studied under Wasil ibn Ata, the founder of the i'tizal or Mu'tazilism. Over time, the Baghdad Mu'tazilite school merged with the Zaydi tradition. Scholars consider the Mu'tazilite ideas, marginalized in Sunni circles, found refuge within Shiism, although often in isolation. The division of Mu'tazilite theology into Tawheed, the oneness, and the Adl, the justice, influenced Shia dogma, with the hidden Imam seen as upholding these principles. Under the pro-Ali Caliph Ma'mun, the Basra school of Mu'tazilism flourished, and he promoted ideas like the created nature of the Quran and the superiority of Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu after the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. While some argue that the Mu'tazila adopted the principle of Adl from the Khawarij, this view is debated. However, the rationalism of Mu'tazila, rooted in justice, marked a significant evolution in Islamic thought and linked these groups intellectually. The rationalist approach of the Mu'tazila, preserved within Shiism, contributed to a liberal outlook that fueled the Shia intellectual involvement in the modernist movement. Figures like Sayyid Amir Ali exemplify this trend, while in the late Abbasid period, scholars such as Qadi Abdul Jabbar, a prominent Mu'tazilite theologian, upheld these ideas through works like Sharh al-Usul al-Khamsa. Mu'tazilite rationalism also influenced the Khawarij, known for their rebellion against the orthodoxy. Some Khawarij theologians, critical of mainstream views, rejected all sources except the Quran and even cautioned certain chapters, including the Surah Yusuf, considering them irrelevant. The Ibadi, al-Ibadiyya, a branch of the Khawarij, preserved the doctrine of the creation of the Quran and rejected the anthropomorphic view of God, aligning more closely with Mu'tazilite ideas over time. The Khawarij opposed the aristocratic concept of the Ahl al-Bayt and infallibility of the Imam central to the Shia beliefs. They considered the appointment of an Imam necessary only in time of crisis, and it contrasted with Sunnis who view it as a communal deity and Shiis who see it as a divinely mandated. The Mu'tazila sought a middle ground, and they argued that the need for an Imam was based in both reason and tradition, and this wave influenced the Zaydi or the Zaydiyya and eventually the Ibadis. Ahmad Amin regarded debates over the rightful caliphate succession as irrelevant to the future of Muslim community. However, the issue remains a source of tension, particularly in diverse Muslim societies, where Shia criticism of the first caliph, Abu Bakr, Umar, and Uthman radiallahu ta'ala anhum, often provokes Sunni-Shia conflicts. Historically, many Shia condemned these caliphs, complicating the reconciliation between these sects. The Mu'tazila offered a middle ground, and that is still reflected in Zaydi teachings. The Mu'tazila, including Wasil ibn Ata, recognized Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu's caliphate as a legitimate, living, undecided, who had the greater claim between Abu Bakr, Uthman and Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhum. While they have acknowledged Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu's superiority over Uthman radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Figures like Sayyid Amir Ali echoed this view, praising Abu Bakr and Uthman radiallahu ta'ala anhum while critiquing Uthman for his governance. The Mu'tazila's progressive admiration for Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu was rooted in desires for the sectarian harmony and genuine respect for his character and legacy, admired by both Sunnis and Shi'is. Neo-Mu'tazilite approaches suggested mutual recognition, Shi'i respecting the first caliphs and the Sunnis emphasizing Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu's exemplary role. Allama Iqbal, while charting a different path from Neo-Mu'tazilism, also celebrated Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu as the spiritual ideal, referring him as a Haidar and portraying him as a model of the perfect man, al-Insan al-Kamil. However, Iqbal rejected the Mahdi's concept as an Islamic, viewing it as contrary to the spirit of the Islamic culture, which he saw as rooted in self-reliance and in opposition to messianic ideas central to Shiism. In a letter to Chaudhry Muhammad Hassan, Iqbal asserts that the tradition regarding the advent of the Mahdi, the second coming of the Messiah, and the appearance of the Mujaddid system from the Iranian and non-Arab thought. He emphasizes that these ideas are unrelated to Arab concepts or the true sense of the Holy Quran. In one of his poems, Iqbal proclaims, "Minaare dil pe apne khuda ka nuzul dekh, ye intizare Mahdi o Isa bhi chhod de." Behold the manifestation of your Lord's glory within the exalted state of your heart. Forsake all the expectation of the arrival of Mahdi or Jesus. Refuting Spengler's classification of Islam in the decline of the West, Iqbal wrote, "In this connection, Spengler fails to appreciate the cultural value of the idea of the finality of the prophethood in Islam. No doubt, one important feature of the Magna culture is a perpetual attitude of the expectation, a constant looking forward the coming of Zoroaster's unborn sons. Ibn Khaldun, in the spirit of his own view of history, has fully criticized and, I believe, finally demolished the alleged revolutionary basis in Islam of an idea similar, or at least in its psychological effects to the original Magna idea, which had reappeared in the Islam under the pressure of the Magna thought." Ahmad Amin expanded on his critique of Mahdism in his booklet Al-Mahdi wal-Mahdawiyya. He argued that addressing issues like the caliphate or the Imamate by merely altering the order of the precedence among figures like Umar, Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhuma was insufficient. The real challenge lay in the defining the system of governance, an area where Mu'tazila lacked the consensus. And this diversity of thought among the Mu'tazila allowed their modern followers to adopt the ideas from the Western democracy or aligned with the Khawarij principles. Ahmad Amin supported the Khawarij famous slogan, "The most deserving to rule is the most capable, even if he is a black slave, وَإِنْ كَانَ عَبْدًا حَبْشِيًّا." Ahmad Amin also highlighted a section of Mu'tazila who under Khawarij influence rejected the condition that the caliph must be from the Quraysh or al-A'immatu min Quraysh. And this approach revived the egalitarian spirit of the Khawarij thought and connected it Mu'tazilite rationalism, which sought to bridge the differences across the Islamic sects. However, Ahmad Amin noted a critical limitation. While Mu'tazilite rationalism showed the promise in resolving the sectarian dispute rooted in its history, it struggled in areas of mystery and faith where reason couldn't apply. This tension between rationalism and the limits of the applicability restricted Mu'tazilism's unifying potential. Ahmad Amin concluded his last book, The Noon of Islam, with a prayer, "May God restore unity among Muslims and bring their opposing school of thought together."